All right. Did I put it on video there? It started already? Okay. Are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, so give me your attention. You know my alternative lesson series, all right? This one I think might be the most out there yet. Are you ready for this? Okay. So, I read a lot of these books, right? Do you know who Deepak Chopra is? Yeah? Okay, some of you heard of him. So, he's a thinker on spirituality, which I put quotes on everything because the quotes are because his meaning of that is his meaning of that, right? And your meaning of that is your meaning of that. Are you with me? And that's my disclaimer right up front. Everything that you guys think is what you guys think, and that's your opinion, right? And that's your right to that. And I want to encourage you to have your opinion, right? And make your own decisions on all this, right? So my disclaimer is I'm going to present to you his Deepak Chopra on prayer, all right? And I'm going to use prayer and I'm going to use quotes on all this stuff, right? Because all these are susceptible to everyone's definition according to what it is. And he's got his, right? And he's a mainstream author and he's written, I think, 20 plus books. Very, very famous for this kind of thing, right? Okay, what are some synonyms of prayer? Give me some other words for it. What other words might be used for prayer? And this goes on page 33, by the way. What else you got? Any synonyms? So how about meditation? Fair enough? Yeah. Okay. Meditation. Do any of you do some form of this? Have any of you meditated before? You've done some form of meditation? Or, yes, Desiree? No? Okay. And you remember, you can always say pass, right? You can always say pass in here. And you can always say, I don't know yet, etc. All right? If I go calling on you, you can, and you don't even have to say it. You can just give me a hand gesture and I'll take that, okay? All right. So I guess what I want to ask you is, do you do some sort of that, and has it helped you? Has it helped you feel better? You know, I see some no. You've tried some things, Sonny?
I mean, this first class.
Okay, fair enough. So your teachers are doing some things with you? It doesn't work. For you, it doesn't work. Fair enough, right? And that's absolutely, you're right. And I think that's what you're looking for in life. You're looking for things that do work for you, right? And I think as you go through life, you're trying different things and trying it for a while. And then if it doesn't give you some results, I think you should shed it, right? Potentially, and move on to something else. Okay. So then let's go through this. I'm going to try to explain to you Deepak Chopra's view on prayer. Okay, you ready for this? And it's sort of like a circle, right? So here goes the circle. He says that number one, prayer is to ask. Right? So a prayer isn't asking. Fair enough so far? You okay with that so far? Then he goes on to say there's this thing called faith. And faith is some sort of belief in something you can't see. You okay with this part? Okay, I'm getting some of these. Then he goes on and says gratitude. Gratitude means you've already received it. Right? If you're thankful for something, it's something you have. You with me on that? Okay, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your participation. I'm getting yeses so far. Then there's this idea of humans in the image of God. Right? You've heard this idea before. You look around you and look at how awesome humans are, right? And yeah, we can be awfully bad in certain situations, but we can be completely amazing in others, right? So this idea of in the image, right? And therefore his theory is, if you go around this circle, therefore prayer is God praying to God. What? Therefore praying is God praying to God. And so you can say this, thank you that we are one. feel like I lost you on that last step. Huh. Well, if humans are in the image of God, then on some level they are God. No? Okay, I appreciate that. You're giving me some pushback. You're going, no. Okay? And I'm just giving you his theory on it, right? That's my disclaimer too. I'm just going down the Deepak Chopra theory, right? So I can say, I don't know any of this, right? I don't know nothing here. And you get to know what you know. That's your right, and that's your privilege, right? But that's what he says. So when he's saying, thank you that we are one, right? It's this, I don't know what. I guess that's where I go. I guess I leave it at that. Does that make any sense? I appreciate that you're giving me pushback, though, and I appreciate that you're deciding on your own, in your own mind. And what he was doing is giving me, like you guys, you were giving me yes at each stage or no, and then you're like that. And like Sonny's saying, it doesn't work for me, right? Now, would you say, Sonny, that just because that, whatever you're doing in that class with Miss Burns isn't working, you might be open to trying some other things that potentially could work for you? Okay. And I think that's kind of what my encouragement is. As crazy as Deepak Chopra may be to me or you or anybody, somebody's out there going, that makes sense to me. Are you with me? So I guess that's the best I got. So I'm on page 33. Maybe go to page 33 in your book and kind of write whatever you want about this, the way you feel and the way you're thinking, right? Put your thoughts down and put something that means something to you. Fair enough? Okay.